down to three. Yes, sir.
Mark Bing is going right at Simon Sandagon.
Out the basket and one.
It is the final week of the 2026 MPBL preseason invitational. Final week of group phase action. Ang Liga ng Mga Pilipino dito sa Caloocan Sports Complex. Si Mr. Suave Deo Timaho is ready to lead Marikina.
Hoy, 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 hoy.
Oh, kinantahan mo pa talaga, bagay. Kita mo, nandiyan pa yung bigote ni Mr. Suave Deo Timaho. Ready na yan to puncture the hoops tonight as they take on the Pasay Voyagers led by Cyril Gonzalez na bata din ng aking partner. Matagal niyang nahawakan ng karera nitong player na to. And ito po yung ating mga laro ngayong araw, no? Marikina against Pasay in the first game. It's the Junior D-League selection taking on the Caloocan Batang Kangkalu. And in the main game ay magandang laban to, no? San Juan Knights and Quezon Huskers, yung mga nasa tuktok ng ating Group A maglalaban dito sa Caloocan Sports Complex. Magandang hapon mga kaliga sa Dev Tupas, kasama ang nag-iisang Christian Luanzon, the man with the golden voice.
Magandang hapon, Sidel. I must say, I missed you. And saan ka ba nang galing? Ako naman mabawi ngayon dahil last year, yan lagi sinasabi mo sa akin eh. Ang tagal mo nawala. Ako naman ngayon. Ang tagal mo nawala.
You know I'm just here. I'm just here. Nasa gilid, nasa ilalim ng ring. Minsan, nasa crowd, nasa upuan. Alam mo naman ako, I'm just everywhere. And
Parang ka palang Holy Spirit.
Oo. You'll never know. Nasa likod niyo ako naman nag-cover kayo. No, I'd like to welcome everyone on YouTube. Siyempre, no, mga subscribe kayo sa YouTube channel natin para maganda yung ating viewership sa YouTube natin. No? Diretso tayo sa ating team standings because this game has implications in our group standings. Group B pala ang dalawang kupunan natin ngayon. No? Pasay 3-2 ang kanilang record. Naghahabol sila ng mga laro. They still have a game, I think on Wednesday, they will take on San Juan. So, sunod-sunod ang mga laro nitong Pasay Voyagers. So, they take on Marikina coming off their first win of the preseason. And medyo may ano pa no? Hindi pa ganun ka-clear because ang Group B because Pasay still has a chance.
Tama. And usually I would say, no, Marikina at 1-6, that this is a done deal already. But we've been so impressed with Marikina. It's only preseason, yes, but they've been a fighting team. No, I guess sila tsaka ng yung Quezon City ng kabilang bracket. The only difference, Quezon City obviously racking up those wins with 4 sila. 1-6. So this is not a walk in the park for Pasay, that's for sure.
Well, I feel like these two teams have the same personality, may youthful energy, may youthful vibe kang nararamdaman sa dalawang kupunan na to. And then speaking of the youthful vibe, nakalaban ng Marikina ang pinakabatang team dito sa ating preseason, which is the Junior MPBL D-League All-Stars, bannered by the players from the University of Makati. Yan po yung kanilang kalaban in their last game in Binyan, and it was a tight contest all the way, and then itong after that tinalo nga nila itong natalo nga sila ito sa Muntinlupa. That happened here in Caloocan. This was also a tight game, Christian.
It was
bago lumalago itong Muntinlupa.
Tama ka dyan, no? Actually, lang mga Marikina nung first quarter until nung second quarter, nahirapan silang bantayan itong si MJ de la Virgen at si Pagsanhan. Got 13 of the 27 points and them only scoring 15 in the second quarter. Doon lumaki yung kalamangan, then na-sustain ng Muntinlupa. And then nung fourth quarter, si Medina at si Timaho of Marikina tried to get them back in the game. Pero yun lamang, banderang kapos.
Oo, so Marikina can end this preseason on a good note with an upset, possibly today. Pero itong Pasay, we've also marveled at the way this team has been playing in the preseason. They just fell short against Quezon. Although in the first half of that ball game, they were pretty much in control. They led by double digits against Quezon before falling short in the second half, falling under the weight of those outside shots of the Huskers.
Makita mo naman, no, yung field goal shooting medyo malayo, 42-35, rebounds dominated by Quezon. A big part of that, obviously, yung kanilang bagong kinuha na si Seth Manzano. Assist lamang din ng Quezon. So that's something Pasay has to address, especially with Steve Nash Enriquez. who did not shoot the ball well also, only 4 for 16 and also had 12 points. So this is a team, Pasay, loaded on the wings, maybe on the bigs, so doon sila nag-shorten yung kanilang rotation, pero tingnan natin kalaban ngayon ng Marikina if they could address those concerns.
The Pasay warming up for some tough battles ahead. They take on Marikina. Let's go to Richard Campos for the starters.
2026 preseason invitational. Here's the starting unit for Marikina Shoemasters. Point guard number 14, Jetro Escoto. At forward number 16, Vince Sarmiento. Shooting guard number 12, Silas Zigzag Zabale. At forward number 25, Jonathan Medina. Playing center number 34, Lander Cannon. They're led by Angelo Nebres. Assistant coaches Carlo Tomacas and Marlon Basco. Team consultant Bam Ledesma. Team manager Elin Nieto. Team owner is Councilor Elvis Tolentino. Now for the Pasay Voyagers. Small forward number 16, Jello Santiago. Playing center number 42, Leon Martel. Power forward number 25, Moon de la Cruz. Guard number 3, King Gortiza. And at point guard number 13, Nash Enriquez. They are led by Marlon Keith Martin. Assistant coaches, Vic Escudero, Hubert De Los Santos, Willie Generalao, Brian Orog, and Kat Tenorio. Team consultant, Cholo Martin. The team owners, Raul Bacalzo, Mickey Ligot, Lavin Castro, JD Castro, and Leon Calixto Robiano.
Marikina starts with Jeffro Escoto, Silas Sabale, Lander Cannon, Vince Sarmiento, and Jonathan Medina. Pasay, Steve Nash Enriquez, King Gortiza, Lian Martel, Jello Santiago, and Munmon de la Cruz.
Kita natin, no? Sorry about that, si Dev. Nagsimula ngayon. Ulit, rather, itong kombinasyon ni Coach Marlon Martin na si Steve Nash Enriquez at si Jello Santiago. Noong mga first few games, no, dahil wala pa si Santiago, hindi pa nagsisimula yan. Pero yan yung dalawang kombinasyon na sa tingin ko pwede maging explosive para sa Pasay. Scorer tapos napaka-athletic, lalo na si Santiago, both on the offensive and defensive end.
I tell you, this Pasay team has a lot of promise this season. No? If they manage to keep this team for the regular season, Sabale can't hit. There's Jello Santiago. Jello Santiago can pretty much get to wherever he wants on the floor sa kanyang abilidad.
Well, I think it's also it's an opportunity for him to show off or, show better kung yung kanyang package. No? Because I felt that when he was with NU, dahil mabigat yung mga kasabayan niya, mga kapwestuhan niya, Jake Figueroa, their main man, and then Jolo Manansala. So he would usually come off the bench oftentimes, and his playing time would not be as deep as compared sa dalawang unang pangalan na binanggit ko. So being in the MPBL here in a situation where it looks like he has earned the trust of Coach Marlon, I think his game is going to expand more.
Absolutely. Medina, the push shot is good. Taken away by Zabale. Oh, that should be a backcourt violation. Ball knocked away, pero it ends up with Sarmiento, who issues the pass to Medina.
Kung nabanggit natin yan, no? Si Jonathan Medina had 8 of 12 points, tried to steer yung kanyang koponan in the last game against Muntinlupa, kasama si Don Timajo, who had 6 points. Yun lamang, kinapos sila, no? Against Muntinlupa.
Gortiza can't finish. Marikina with the stop. Escoto Hand off to Sabale. Getting a rare start, Silas Sabale. Ball knocked away, recovered by Medina, but it is an offensive foul on Jonathan Medina.
Clearly. I think even though Marikina is leading by 2, no, past few possessions, or first few rather, of this game, spacing has to improve, especially the last one. Kaya naagaw ni Steve Nash yun.
Steve Nash Enriquez. Tinanong ko sabi ko, saan na naman galing?
Anong sagot sa'yo?
Iloilo.
Ang sarap na pagkain doon. I was only there 2 weeks ago.
Ano lang siya no? Ginagawa niyang yung airport as Jello Santiago. Mas madalas pa yata to sa airport kaysa mall
Sa tingin
Ito si
ko.
Steve Nash Enriquez.
Sa tingin ko.
That's a good block by Monmon de la Cruz. Cannon. Fire Zabale, and Zabale knocks it down.
Ecstatic about that because of the rough start now ni Zabale. Committed a turnover and then has been a little sloppy, but that time knocks down the shot. Gusto niya.
Gortiza. Cannon secures the rebound.
The Gortiza led all scorers in the last game. 1 of 2 in double figures sila ni Nash Enriquez at 14 points of 60% shooting.
De la Cruz and Sarmiento getting entangled. There's some color developing here between De la Cruz and Sarmiento. Referee Rodel Brilla.
Oo, no? Kaya minsan duda ka no? Doon sa kanta ng Boyz II Men kung totoo ba yun yung Color of Love. Kasi definitely walang love doon. Sa dalawang yun.
Anong year?
Maganda yung kantang yun. Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Anong year nga?
You should know it. We're talking about Boyz II Men. There's always a thin line. Okay, that line. Sometimes a line you cross. Sometimes there's lines that you don't mess with. Boyz II Men is a line you don't mess with, my friend. You have to know it.
I know.
And I'm pretty sure Mika Abisamis agrees with me.
I'm sure. Yung under the radar, yung ano nila, I think the concert was under the radar a couple of years ago.
Nanood ka nun, naalala ko.
Hindi ako
Nanood ka eh.
Hindi.
Ano yung
No,
pinanood
last
mo?
year.
Last year yun.
Last year yun. Actually, si Mika yata yung may ticket dun.
Si Nika pala. Kasi naalala ko noon, we covered Nueva Ecija, in Nueva Ecija. And then, parang the next day or the day after, I think it was like Valentine's.
Mika. Si Mika yun.
Mika yun, diba?
Mika yun.
That's why she was showing off her voice in the car.
Oo.
Kasabay tayong tatlo nun. Ito, may tinawag na foul dito, Lander Cannon.
Christian Fajarito has been inserted to the ballgame for Monmon de la Cruz. Fajarito has been out for a couple of weeks due to dengue. Medyo nakagaling na sa sakit to si Christian Fajarito. ManiPay is the digital wallet built for the community.
I must say it's good to see him because yung kasama natin dito, no, ang ating statistician ngayon.
Yeah.
Yeah, may binalita sa akin na kaibigan niya from TV5.
Yeah, I know. That's
Kaibigan mo rin?
Yes.
Na ang kinamatay daw, dengue.
Yeah. So
At a very young age.
Yes.
So kakilala mo rin?
Yes, I worked with Jerome for...
What's his full name? What's his full name? I don't know him, sorry.
Jerome
Jerome
Teo.
Teo. So,
prayers to...
condolences po sa inyo. It's so sad to hear. Naalala ko lang dahil binanggit mo kayong dengue at nagulat ako.
Na-mention ko nga kay Christian yun. Nag-uusap kami kanina eh.
Fajarito, ilinaw mo. Maraming Christian.
Fajarito. Fajarito. The better Christian.
Parang gusto mo na akong patayin eh.
Hindi naman. Grabe ka naman.
Hindi mo kinukumpleto eh.
The better Christian. Buhay na si Christian.
Okay.
But yeah, I worked with Jerome for...
How young was he?
He's probably
30s, right?
No. He's a 1 year older than me, than us.
Okay, so
he's 43.
40.
Right? So very hardworking. Does his job quietly. Hindi yun very low key. Kasi Jerome, and he inspires a lot of people with his work.
Nice move.
King Ortiza finishes with a reverse. Medyo nalungkot nga rin ako nung binalita ni Miss Russell kahapon yun.
So
Because
sorry to
he
hear that.
he was my first producer.
Oh, really?
Oo, when I was doing football commentary
Okay.
during the days in Sports 5. So yun din yung kasama ko halos every week noong time na yun, mga 2011 to 2016. And here's Jello Santiago able to spot King Ortiza. Nice hesitation move there. Ganda ng galaw ni King Ortiza. Deo Timajo, Mr. Suave is in the game. Mr. Suave from the corner. That's good.
Always a good sign. Guy coming off the bench takes his first shot and hits it. And Deo Timajo certainly has made enough noise, at least for his team, of being a relevant player
Yeah.
for Marikina.
Matagal-tagal na rin si Deo Timajo sa liga natin.
Oo naman.
Medyo naging mainstay na rin siya dito sa Marikina. Ortiza drives, blocked by Lander Cannon. Lander Cannon one of the best shot blockers in the MPBL.
I had a good chat with him, no? And you know, he had 5 assists in their last game. And we told him that, na-expand mo ba yung laro mo? Parang Lander Jokic ka na yun. Parang
Pwede.
ginagaya mo, ha?
Pwede.
Yung katawan nandun eh. Yung height malayo, no? Halos 7-footer si Jokic eh.
Yeah, pwede. Pero yung rim, he's a very good rim protector as
Right.
well.
Former Quezon Husker.
And Parañaque, Patriot last year. Oh, there's a foul on the shot from
Clearly.
King Ortiza.
Yeah, clearly. Hindi natin narinig yung pito dahil sabay yung pito tsaka yung buzzer. 24-second shot.
So speaking of Parañaque, how is your good friend Jamal Vizcara these days?
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
Kamustahin ko yun?
Oh,
Text ko yun.
Vizcara, pa-burger ka naman.
Medyo busy eh.
Oo eh. Ganun talaga.
Jacob Obaldo is in the game. King Ortiza.
Hindi siya tulad mo.
Huh?
Everywhere.
14.6 rebounds and 6 of 10 shooting. In 21 minutes of action. I think King Ortiza has been in the MPBL for I think 3 seasons already. So mukhang eto na, nahanap niya yung kanyang home dito sa Pasay. With the way that he's been playing lately. Timajo trying to squeeze himself between Brian Hilario. Not an easy task, by the way. Lusutan nito si Brian Hilario.
Once again, no? That to the turnover, just poor spacing on the part of Marikina. Something na pwede pa nilang ma-improve, especially as we approach the next season. This is their last game, by the way.
Hilario,
That's a shot.
no. Ubaldo gets it to Timajo. Timajo. Nandun si Jello Santiago, able to stay in front. Felix Villarente. Turnover for Marikina. Pajarito, nagmamadali. Christian Pajarito using the ball fake. Can't finish. Villarente with the rebound. Medina to Timajo. Timajo, the no-look pass to Medina. With a double clutch. The foul is on Christian Pajarito.
Yeah, as a coach, masakit yung mga ganong plays because it's a 4-point swing, especially if Marikina converts the free throws. Yung siguradong layup sa kabila, hindi pala sigurado. Sa kabila, free throws. Sometimes yung mga ganon, momentum busters eh.
And Cyril Gonzalez is in the game. He has made his presence felt in the preseason as well.
Especially with the lovely shoes, colorways of the... are those Sabrinas?
Yeah, I think. And kaiba pa yung kulay, no?
Oo, no?
Bagay pa sa team colors niya.
You always stand out when you wear pink. You know? I mean, in the NBA, I think Miami is the only team, right?
Yeah.
In the MPBL, Pasay. That's Pasay.
Maraming orange eh. Sa MPBL.
Caloocan,
Quezon.
Quezon. Yeah. Sino ba?
Meron pa eh. Mamaya, pag-isipan ko. Zamboanga.
Oh yeah.
Medina misses. Rebound ni Villarente. Push shot. He rattles that one home. Well, we saw Marikina struggle, but Pasay's been struggling as well.
Right.
Only 7 points here. They've started out flat in this ball game. 2.5 minutes remaining in the first period.
Well, I guess we were deceived by the highlights because majority of the highlights this quarter has been really Pasay. The drive by Cortiza
And the three from
and the three from Santiago.
yeah. Pajarito.
I love how he used the glass. No? Inangulohan niya, attacking gitna, and then sakto yung angulo niya sa drop step sa board.
Hesale misses the three. Enriquez with a rebound. Nash looking for a way through. That is off a Marikina player.
I thought he had either a floater or a running shot behind his name. Steve Nash. Ito yung post move ni Fajarito.
Christian Pajarito, one of the most skilled big men here in the MPBL. Hilario, 10 seconds on the shot clock. That's his shot. Brian Hilario misses though.
Felt like he rushed that shot. No, baka kala niya yung shot clock was winding down already. Still a lot of time, as you mentioned, 10 seconds.
Timbajo with a three. That's his second three of the ball game.
The defense goes under the screen. That was Cyril Gonzalez. Tumingin kagad sa bench. Tingnan natin kung mag-adjust siya no, sa next ball screen action kay Timajo.
16-9. Nash will fire. Yes. Nash Enriquez has 4 points in the ball game.
Nabawi naman kagad sa kabila. Same situation. Ball screen, re-screen, under pa rin yung depensa. Nash, nabawi yung tres sa kabila ni Timajo.
Esguera, one-hander. No. Pajarito secures the rebound. Natapik ni Ubaldo, but Pajarito ends up with a loose ball. Christian. Atake si Pajarito. He will get continuation.
And that is just a mortal sin, no? Because na-deflect pa yung bola sa backcourt. But as you can see in the replay, nobody stopping the basketball from backcourt to front. And Fajarito, a nice sidestep move, may kasama mo pa. Nice hair, by the way.
Something that
See, that's the problem with us. We
The-
give a compliment and you think it's about me again.
something that you really like. I
Yeah,
was just
okay.
saying.
Okay.
You're. This is the thing about you as well. You're trying to jump into conclusion.
Okay.
With I'm not even saying anything.
My fault. My fault. Ang ganda eh. Kulot na may kulay pa. Diba? Ito kulot pero kulay itim. Namintis ni Parks yung kanyang layup. Timaho, titira niya yan.
Yes. Deo Timajo, a certified gunslinger. 9 points here in the first period off the bench.
Meron kang bigote na laging kapansin-pansin. Kailangan yung laro mo kapansin-pansin din. At yun ang ginagawa ni Timaho. Ito pre-season.
Absolutely.
Tingin pa, bigote ka na rin.
Hindi pwede. Gonzalez.
Ito dati may konting bigote to. Ngayon malinis ang ahit. Ayun, first 2 points for Cyril.
Almost got that one in was Felix Villarente, but first quarter in the books. The Marikina Shoe Masters with the early lead thanks to some hot shooting from beyond the arc. Zabale had a three, and Leo Timao also accounting for 3 triples. Christian Pajarito had 5 points in that first period. But it was the quarter where Deo Timajo sparkled with 9. 19-16 for Marikina at the end of one. Commissioner Emerson Oreta, our head of operations, Sadi Lubit, our logistics head sa Macantar.
Ayan, different styles of hair yan. Diba? Isang pabagsak, isang kulot.
Mas gusto ko tong hairstyle ngayon ni Com Emer.
Oo,
mas gusto ko to ngayon.
Batang-bata.
Oo.
Pero MJ pa rin ang dating.
Medyo may bagsak yung bangs, medyo may ano.
Diba? Si Ascom Satar, parehas kami niyan. Pero magkaiba ng purpose. Kasi ako, lagi ako nagsusombrero. Alam mo na, bakit? Si Ascom, hindi. Talagang bukong bata lang pag may sombrero.
Grabe. Top-notch analysis from Christian
Of
Wanzon.
course, it's my specialty. Hair.
Kinyal. Gusto ko to tanungin si Kinyal because he wears glasses when he's on the bench but he removes it during the game.
Baka naka-double yan. Double layer. Kumbaga naka-contact lens pag tinanggal niya.
Ang bagay, posible. Villarete. Marikina now with 5 threes in the ball game. 21-16 is the count. The ball knocked away for Fajarito. Villarente
Itira yan.
to Timajo. Good line. No. Inside,
Nice.
Jacob Obaldo with the 2 points.
Can't be happy if you're Coach Marlon because you give up an open shot and then 3 pink shirts inside the paint. Gets out rebounded by 1 white shirt. Nakascore pa.
Hilario looking for Parks.
Ganda ng depensa. Oh.
Hilario, ball knocked away. Saved by Villarente. Villarente gets it back. Yeah, Felix will fire. That's a 4-shot air ball. And the coach Marlon Martin has seen enough. The Pasay Voyagers need a ceasefire. 8.5 minutes remaining in the first half. We'll be right back. Jacob Obaldo, 11 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals against Muntinlupa, stuffing the stat sheet there.
Well, he was one of 4 players who played over 20 minutes. Also, one of 4 players who scored in double figures in that game. That's why, even though they lost by 8 points, it was really a hard-fought battle, no? Para sa Marikina.
Gonzalez gets it to Quiñal. 5 seconds in the shot clock. Pajarito from the corner lets it fly. No good. Timajo comes away with the rebound. Deo to Ubaldo. Inside to Isguera. Ball knocked away by Jacob Galicia. It will stay with Marikina.
A little too unselfish that time. I thought that Ubaldo had a good angle to use the glass. And even if he missed that, Esguerra was in position for the offensive rebound. Buti na lang, bumalik sa kanilang bola.
Timajo the crossover. Villarente ready to shoot. No. Rebound with Pajarito.
What I like about Marikina said that it feels like each player is just empowered as you see the nice move by Cyril Gonzalez in semi-transition. Pero up and under, step through with the inside hand. Now talk about Marikina, it feels like every player is confident when they come in. Bihira ka makakita ng, yung mga indecisions ng mga players, no?
Yeah.
And to me, pag nakakita ka ng mga ganung players, yeah, I think that's more of the coach. Yung how Coach Bam Ledesma,
Coach Angelo Nebres.
And Angelo Nebres empowers them.
Parks knocks down to 3. Pasay back to within 3.
Good-looking shot by Parks, and he was wide open. A much improved three-point shooter, especially after season 88, his final year with the Bulldogs.
Esguerra, high arcing shot. Won't go, rebound ni Galicia. He's got Cyril Gonzalez. Atake sa gitna. Ball knocked away by Ubaldo. 2 free throws coming up for Cyril Gonzalez.
I could smell that move from a mile. Pero ito yung unang galaw. Alam mo, master talaga ni Cyril yan eh. That crossover hesitation move. Nice cross-court.
Great recognition there on the wide open Mark Parks.
Si Cyril yung tipong player na hindi mo pwede bigyan ng buwelo. Kailangan as much as possible, salubungin mo sa half-court pa lang. Try to make him turn his back or maybe go zigzag.
Extreme ang subok at kompleto ang appliances brand ng Pilipinas. Ang lapad din ng shoulders eh. Kaya
Tama.
mabigat pag binangga ka.
Yeah. As you take a look at Coach Marlon Martin and my coach, my former coach, Coach Vic Escudero, has been for the longest time under the coaching tree of Coach Derek Pumaren and the late Coach Jun Chongko.
24-23. Pasay responding with an 8-0 run here in the last 2 minutes. So it's Marikina's turn to call timeout. We'll be right back. Cyril Gonzalez, 9.3 rebounds and 2 assists. Not the most efficient performance from Cyril, but you can always count on him to put a lot of pressure dun sa depensa ng kalaban every time he has that basketball.
Well, that's true, but he mightily struggled in that game because it was against Quezon, who are heavy with guards. Guys like Judel Fuentes, Diego Dario, who is still playing that time. John Abate, Cyrus Tabi, former Pasay Voyager, and even Joshua Yero. So, yung mga pangalan na binanggit ko eh, lalo na yung Joshua Yero eh, mga defensive player eh.
Yeah. Saktong-sakto siya doon.
Oh.
Now, Timaho loses his footing. It's off Sidney Mosqueda.
That's Sydney. Yeah. Not Chino.
Yeah.
And no relation whatsoever. Tama?
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't see the resemblance. Baka magpinsan.
Piñal, Galicia, Parks, Martel, and Gonzalez ang 5 sa loob. For Pasay, Galicia. Actually asked Jacob Galicia or Gonzalez. This is the fadeaway. Tinanong ko si Jacob eh kasi di ba partner sila ni Warlo Batak last year.
Correct. Parehas din kami. Parehas tayo. Okay, go. Mauna ka
Sabi
muna.
ko, kamusta si Warlo? Wala pa daw team.
Magkakaroon na yan. Maniwala ka sa akin.
Wala pa daw team and I'm surprised. Piñal, that's the most improved player of last season.
Kasi nga, naalala ko yung usap din natin. I think it was 2 weeks ago, right? And, you know, at that time, teams are starting to form, especially for the teams that did not join itong preseason. Diba? Hindi mawawalan ng team yun sa tingin ko.
Ay, hindi ba? Abangan natin sa opening next month. Susulpot
Bongga
na
raw,
lang.
ah. Bongga raw ang opening, ah.
Ha?
Bongga daw ang opening.
Siyempre. Andyan si Com Emer. Sisiguraduhin niya yan. Scotto to go. Rafael go. Top of the key 3. Does not work. 24-23 chance for Pasay to take the lead here. Eric Pili to Martel. Quiñal fires and hits. 11-0 run now for Pasay. 26-24. They are ahead.
Beautiful execution right there. Ball was popping from left to right hanggang sa nahanap si Quiñal. That's all the space he needs.
Sabale. Oh, that's Landayan rather. Jumel. Martel down the middle. Bumelo.
Yeah! Parang ganun yung dating
Oo,
no?
gusto
Pag
ko
yung mga
yan.
tulad ni Hoson, Martel, mga biglang mga drive sa gitna. Ito na ako.
Minsan, dinadunk pa niyan.
Oo.
Last year with Cebu. Is Otto. Missed to the right.
Ganda ng momentum ng Pasay dito.
Parks. Pili for 3. No. Ball ends up with Mosqueda. Escoto.
Nice move.
Martel with the recovery. Landayan. And look at Martel trying to yank that ball away from Jumel Landayan.
I thought Landayan just had to space himself in either the short corner or the corner 3 for a shot. Ito yung ball movement, no? Rotation of the defense. Na nahuli doon kay Quiñal.
This is Lian Martel.
With a move.
Sound effects. ManiPay is the digital wallet built for the community. Rafael Go. Landayan on the extra pass from Go.
Ang galing ng Marikina sa ganun. No? Nakakailan, pangatlo na nila yan. Kung yung nagkakamali. No? Yung mga interior passing. You know, forming the triangle inside, top sa may free throw line, and then 2 at the post. Ang ganda nung chemistry nila doon sa mga pwestong yun.
That is last touch of Jacob Galicia. Nearly averaged a double-double last season with Pasig.
You know, as a former player, ayoko yung mga ganun turnovers. Nataba ka na, nasaktan ka na, turnover ka pa.
Lahat na lang.
Di ba? Parang pag depensa, nasaktan ka na, ikaw na siniko sa mukha, foul ka pa.
Alam mo yung mangyayari sa akin pag nanganganyan ako?
Ano?
Kunwari injured ako.
Yeah.
Kunwari, sorry. Sakit.
Pwede.
Ganyan.
Na-imagine ko na.
Oh,
Actually, parang nakita ko na nung kaisa-isang beses na naglaban tayo.
Hindi ko ginawa yan.
Parang ginawa mo yun eh.
Hindi ako nagta-turnover noon. No. Nagmimintis lang.
Kaya natawa si Boss ED Rebo sa Disag. Di ba? Which I saw by the way last Friday.
Wow.
I was so happy to see him. Abangan mo yan.
Uy!
Oh my goodness. My goodness. That is uncalled for.
And Martel.
Now, there is no question he is going to be thrown out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a punch.
It was an uppercut. I mean,
That was a
it
hard.
looked like it. We got to see the replay. Parang hindi tinamaan. Medyo dumaplis. I don't know. Let's see here.
Well, he did not like this one. Yung
Ayun lang.
happened right in front. I don't think there was a.
Yun lang. Okay, sino yung bumagsak?
Si Jonathan Medina.
Medina, binato ang bola pero tinamaan referee.
Yeah.
Accidentally because he meant it for Martel.
Yeah, and
Baka ma-thrown out din siya.
out of frustration as
Out
well.
of frustration, kasi binato mo ng bola kahit na hindi yung intention mo pero referee tinamaan, possible thrown out din yun.
Yeah.
Sa tingin ko, dapat thrown out din yun.
And Lian Martel, and not making excuses, but we know that he plays really tough, and
Right.
di naman kilala yan na ganyan yung
Nabigla siya dun sa
nabigla
Siko
lang sa Siko. Oo.
Ini Medina.
Medina. I think if they see each other in the middle of the court, I think they
patch it up.
Yeah. because they were cool.
Right.
The start. See.
Yeah. I think the
The-
good thing about this, it did
yes.
not escalate.
Yes.
Foul
Ayan, ang
on
galing
number
mo,
42, Leon Martel.
Sa 8 seasons na
Disqualifying
magkasama
foul
tayo.
on Leon Martel for
Propeta ka
punching.
pala sa mga ganung
Leon
bagay.
Martel
Yes.
is out of the playing court.
Yeah.
So ang tanong ko si Medina. Because ito yung nangyari. Mas magandang angulo to, seems like. Ayun, yakapan. Or niyakap. Ayun, tinamaan siya. Ayun. Tinamaan. Ayun. Naputol na yun eh.
Yeah.
Mapatuloy na ng bola eh. Okay. Now, I have no problem with the elbow of Medina. You can call it incidental. But this one right here, throwing the basketball, he has to be penalized. Because wala akong narinig na announcement.
Yeah.
And they have the benefit of the replay. I mean, think about it. Pag ikaw, which I've known, you know, I know you've done multiple times already, binato mo yung referee, ano nangyari sa'yo?
I can't
Tambola.
relate. I can't relate.
You can't, dapat ilina mo. You can or you can't.
I can't relate because I'm not that guy.
Di ba? Because we agree with the decision kay Martel and that's clear. Right? Pero, the reaction after.
Yeah.
Kahit na hindi nila nakita yung actual play, pero nakita mo sa replay eh.
Yeah.
Baka ito.
Kasi may diskusyon pa dito ng ating mga officials.
Sa tingin ko yung
Rodel Brilla, Brian Ramirez, Pipito Manlangit, and Boy Galiga.
Sa tingin ko yung pagbato ng bola ang pinag-uusapan.
And they should not have restarted play after that. No? After nila mag-anaag, hindi nga na sana nila binigay yung bola because you mentioned there should still be further punishment here. No, we're just waiting for the decision here. They're taking their time. And Martel has already gone to the locker room. The question is, will Jonathan Medina be penalized as well? How could you miss it though, Christian?
Exactly. Especially pag referee ang tinamaan. Palagay ko hindi na naramdaman ng ref. Baka tinamaan lang, as you see. Siyempre.
Blooming.
Oh, blooming. Si Miss
Coach
Aisel.
Aisel.
Yeah. Siyempre, anticipation.
There was an unsportsmanlike
Second
foul on the Shoemasters number 25, Jonathan Medina, for excessive hard contact for swinging of the elbow.
And that is the correct call.
But for the swinging of the elbow.
Not for throwing the ball.
Yeah.
So, kailangan ma-shoot niya to. Alam mo na kung bakit.
2 free throws was ball possession dito sa kabila naman.
Or not. Isa lang yung tinira niya.
Dalawa yun.
So, yung una pumasok ba?
Oo.
That was a split. Okay. So, it was a white lie.
Okay.
Pag dalawa, ball don't lie.
So because Leon Martel Sino yung replacement ni Lian Martel? It's Gal Montaño.
So I still question, though, the throwing of the basketball.
Yeah, should be a tech if so Pasay. No, it is Marikina basketball. There is a need for clarification here as well sa gitna because Coach Angelo Nebres okay, we will be I think we will stay in the air. Yeah. We're still here in the Caloocan Sports Complex. Finally, we've sorted that one out.
Action is picking up, to say the least. Another empty corner ball screen between Landayan and Cannon. Nice move by Landayan using the fake pass. And then the layup.
Ano mo yung tawag niya doon?
Fake news.
Yung malupit.
Oh, fake news.
Napanood mo yun?
Oo.
Ah,
Fake news.
na ano ka na pala? Yung behind the scene.
Junmar Fajardo.
Oh,
No?
Pinya, nice
Ito,
pick.
wala na kailangan ng ano dito.
Ganda naman.
Yun, fake news yun. Di ba? Sobrang fake news. Nabigayan, lahat ng puti, libreng-libre siya sa layup. Grabe naman yung fake news na yun.
Yung tawag yun nga sa behind the back, behind the scene.
Okay.
Si KQ yung unang tinuruan nun. Bago kay Junmar.
Ah, okay.
Oo, may video din dati.
Okay.
Paolo with a rebound. Pasay with a chance to extend the lead. Monmon. Nico. Fires a three. Rebound, Marikina. Here comes Marikina. Jomel. Ends up with Lander Cannon. Shoots the three. Sinabi mo kasi na
Jokic.
eh. Kaya,
Ala Jokic.
oo, tumira ng Tristan. Kinyal. Munmun. Trying to finish on the other side. A little sloppy here, the two teams. Medina. Escoto will launch the three. And pahinga tayo muna from all the sloppiness. Dead ball muna.
Well, I guess bunga to, no, ng sloppy play that happened between Martel. Pero ito, hindi sloppy to whatsoever. And Landayan, tinahe yung depensa. Ito naman yung shot fake ni Kinyal. Parang the waiter, eh, no? Yung bit-bit ng bola. Ang ganda.
Ang tagal. SGR is the official outfitter of the MPBL. By the way, happy birthday sa aking kaibigan. VP, CEO, lahat na ng LGR na si Ryan Cruz. Happy birthday,
Happy
Idol.
birthday po!
Happy birthday, Idol. Kaya gusto niya matapos agad ang mga game ngayon kasi gusto niya ako sumunod doon sa kanyang konting celebration. Oh, Landayan is heating up. Meron ng 7 puntos si Jomel Landayan. Final shot time para dito sa Pasay. Nash Enriquez back on the floor. 10 seconds. Nash. Enriquez has it. Paolo, the shot fake.
It's a good look.
And that will do it. First half in the books dito sa Caloocan Sports Complex. Marikina Shoemasters got off to a good start. But Pasay catching up in the second quarter where one of their players, Lian Martel, got ejected. An act of violence. 34-32, the Voyagers. lead the Shoemasters at the break. Halftime dito sa Caloocan Sports Complex. The Pasay Voyagers with a 2-point lead against the Marikina Shoe Masters. After the first half, Marikina led by as many as 8 before Pasay countered in that second period. Dun sa early part ng ating second quarter, lumamang 24-16 yung Marikina. That was their biggest lead. And then Pasay sort of woke up after that and took the lead. They went on a run, and a 12-0 run. Lumamang sila 28-24. And you know, kaya sila dito on top at the end of the first half.
No, magkamukha, no? Yung itong dalawang team na to, except for the runs you mentioned. Marikina had their run, they had a strong start, and then Pasay bumalik. Nakita nyo yung mga numero, parehas. 3 points, 6, 5. Field goal shooting, hindi rin malayo. Rebounding, +2 lamang itong Marikina. Even it's such a low-scoring ball game. Nobody has scored in double figures yet. So tignan natin no, kung sino unang bubutas. Nakita natin si Cyril Gonzalez. As you see now on your screens, led all scorers for Pasay off the bench with 6 points.
And Deo Timaho on the other side at 9 points. Perfect 3 of 3. Actually missed 1 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. Sorry about that. Here he is. Binabatay ni Jello Santiago. A very capable defender, Jello Santiago. It's a foul on Jello.
I was surprised by that move by Timaho, no? Because hindi madaling postehan na ito si Jello Santiago, pero naiusog niya no, ng 3 beses, pounding that ball inside, and then eventually Jello was forced for a foul.
Natatakot niya ako eh. Pag yan yung nagbantay sa'yo eh. Cannon, Timaho gets it back. Quick hands there by the Voyagers. 2 seconds in the shot clock. Medina has to fire, and he banks it in. Napailing na lang si King Gortiza eh.
Wala ka na magagawa ron, pero pumasok. Kung pumasok, and siguro ang pwede mo na lang ma-improve doon is recognition na shot clock ng kalaban. Hindi mo na dapat pinatira.
Gortiza, nice look inside to Monmon de la Cruz.
Ayun, hindi shot clock winding down yun. Pero even early in the clock, easy basket underneath.
Medina again. Gets it to Jacob Obaldo. Villarente. Napahirapan ni Nash Enriquez. It will stay with Marikina with 5 seconds in their shot clock.
Almost like he was imitating yung ginawa ni Timaho sa kabila, pero ito yung pabandang tira.
And Pasay counters with great execution. And back the other way, Lander Cannon with the basket. 4 points na para kay Lander. Jonathan Medina with the feed.
First field goal for Lander Cannon. His 2 points in the first quarter off of free throws.
Pajarito fakes the handoff, takes the 3. It's short. Rebound ni Cannon. Villarente on the move. Crossover. Felix Villarente.
That has to count. Nagalaw yung board. Yeah. They're gonna review this, which I think they don't have to already, but sumong manigurado, no?
Now behind the back here
Beautiful
from
feed.
Jonathan Medina. Again, that triangle na nakikita natin doon sa
Ilalim, no? Interior passing. That time with a different angle. No? Short corner and in front of the rim and somebody at the post.
Someone always making themselves available.
I think this is going to be available. I think this is going to count. Medyo strict si FIBA sa ganun eh. Sa NBA, medyo pinapakawalan pa nila kahit matapik mo yung board at hindi pumasok. Pero yan, talagang umuga no? Or nag-shake yung board.
They're taking their time here again. Will they count it? No.
Hindi siya act of shooting.
Okay.
Okay.
And this is the move from Villarente. Great crossover. Yun ang foul. And he took a dribble as well. Ended up was a good foul from Nash Enriquez.
I don't understand that. If I'm Pasay, I'm challenging this call.
Santiago pulling the chair from
Yeah.
Deo Timaho.
Yeah, challenge yata sila. Ay. Yeah. They're going to challenge, yeah. I think they should challenge. Walang foul yun. And obviously your favorite part of the game, as always, the review.
This is the best part of the game,
Yeah.
the review. We will be right back.
Upon review, the challenge was successful. There was no foul.
So it is a successful challenge. Kailangan makinig talaga sa'yo, Mr. Nuansa, yung mga coaches natin. Kasi pati yung let go, dapat alam mo eh.
Hindi, pero yung kaninang pagbato ng bola, hindi nila nakita eh.
Medina looking for a friend. Cannon gets the inbound just in the nick of time. That's an offensive foul.
That was clear as day. Tulad ng araw dito sa Caloocan.
Kaya ayoko na nagbabantay sa akin si Lu Santiago. Jello gets it back now. Munmun. Gurtiza. Pajarito. Gurtiza again. Pajarito is open. Oh, nice. Pinoy step. May ano eh, no? May konting ball fake eh.
Ganda.
You see King Gurtiza now looking very comfortable in that offense ni Coach Marlon. Speaking of comfortable, ito si Lander Cannon.
6 points.
Meron na siyang 6 points.
4 sa quarter na ito.
Back the other way, Medina leaking out and finishing the break.
Nahuli niya, no? Itong si Christian Fajarito. Tapik sa likod. At ni-reward naman kaagad siya as he leaked out.
Pajarito against Cannon. Ball knocked away by Medina. Recovered by Enriquez. Steve Nash. No. Gurtiza goes up high for the offensive rebound and another crack at it. Boy, it's an offensive foul on Gurtiza. What a call that was.
I don't know. Wala tayong angulo doon, no? And obviously, mas maganda yung angulo ng official natin doon para itawag yun. Pero nangyari yun mismo sa harapan ng bench ni Coach Marlon. At
Wala siyang reklamo.
ganyan talaga kaming mga kalbo eh. Wala kaming masabunutan, kaya gano'n na lang. Dinapaba namin ulo namin.
Villarente for 3. Here's Jello Santiago. Now they go to Fajarito against Lander Cannon. Christian, there's a double team. Santiago for 3. No. Munmun has it. Masyado malalim. Ubaldo. Villarente, Timaho, Medina. And a great recovery from Munmun de la Cruz.
That was a great recovery. That was a 2-on-1 break off the beautiful outlet pass by Villarente.
No surprise, nobody took a 3 there. Pwede, no? Cannon. Villarente. Trying to finish on the other side. And Fajarito wants a challenge again as well.
Titignan natin kung challenge pa ang Pasay because kahit maging successful sila rito, ay challenge ka niya. So, kahit successful to, this will be the last challenge of Pasay.
Yeah.
All ball.
All ball. Mukhang magto 2 for 2 si Coach Marlon.
Oh.
Not a good sign.
That's a good sign for them.
That's a good sign for them. Not
Yeah.
a good sign for officials. We'll be right back.
Upon review, the challenge was successful. There was no foul.
Kaya nga may challenge, Coach Christian. Di ba?
Ano yun?
Kaya nga may challenge eh.
Correct.
Kaya nga ginagawa ng MPBL, nilagyan nila ng coaches challenge.
Yes. Para maitama yung mali.
Oo.
Ang pinakamahirap na challenge, yung mali na, tas mali pa rin.
Yun nun. Deo Timao, Cannon. Ball knocked away by Munmun. 5 seconds sa shot clock.
Which unfortunately happens, by the way. Kaya ako nasabi yun. Di ba? Ni-replay mo na. Obvious naman na mali, pero mali pa rin. Di ba? Hindi ko na sasabihin kung anong game yun dahil marami-rami yun.
Fajarito backing down on Cannon. Nice. Drop step to the baseline. Ang ganda ng galaw ni Christian Fajarito.
Ayun, maling-mali rin yung depensa nun. Kasi masyadong bigay yung drop step. Masyadong madali.
Timaho goes up strong for 2.
Both teams getting a rhythm offensively, but really, both teams defensively a little sluggish. 2 easy baskets given up by both teams.
Munmun. What's the call here? It's a foul ng Baldo. And bagsak si Jello Santiago. And then Timaho able to lay that ball in.
Where's the help though? Because both teams really having their way of getting easy baskets really started from the layup of Kinyal. That shot fake in the first quarter. And then yung mga ilang floaters ng Marikina and the interior passing.
Fajarito. It's a travel or Christian Fajarito. Inabangan lang ng referee yung paa niya eh. Kanyang pivot foot. Tatlo ang lamang ng Marikina. 43-40, halfway through this third quarter. Munmun recovered by Sarmiento, gets it to Villarente. Medina will pull up. That's good para kay Jonathan Medina.
It's a good decision by Jonathan Medina. No, reading the defense before he got the pass, just a simple 1-2 step, catch and shoot.
De La Cruz to Nash. Nash drives, kick out. Jello for 3, in and out. Rebound, Munmun sa ilalim, Munmun De La Cruz. He draws the foul. Might be on Lander Cannon with a great recovery here from Sarmiento, Villarente, and then Medina with that sweet-looking jumper. Yeah, they will challenge this.
Now finally, they opened the yellow light after numerous challenges in this game. And they realized something that may kulang. Yun, yung dilaw na ilaw.
Yeah, we will be right back.
unsuccessful.
So, unsuccessful challenge for Coach Jello Nebres. The call is on Vince Sarmiento on the rebound. Although di clear dun sa replay natin masyado. Nash Enriquez, catch and fire. No. Lander Cannon with the rebound. Here comes Felix Villarente pushing. Gets it to Mr. Suave. Deo Timaho matched up against Munmon de la Cruz. Timaho wants to dance. Off-balance shot, no good. Rebound, ends up with Nash. Forward pass to Cyril. Saktong-sakto para kay Cyril Gonzalez.
Finally, there's a connection between these two. You know, because these two have known each other for such a long time now. I even had a short chat with Steve Nash Enriquez. Pabiro, no? Sabi ko sa kanya, Nash, sabi ni Cyril, pasahan mo naman daw siya. Ito na yung pasang yun.
Yeah. May turo ba after that?
Wala eh.
Wala.
Dapat meron eh.
Timaho on the alley-oop. Masyadong malakas ang pasa ni Medina. It would have been a great play. Jetro Escoto returns para kay Villarente. ManiPay is the digital wallet built for the community. Maraming salamat. Pajarito against Cannon again. Pajarito goes baseline and he's been having his way against Lander Cannon there.
Already with 8 points is Pajarito.
De La Cruz, Joshua De La Cruz is in the game for the first time. Escoto. Timaho, another off-balance shot, well defended by Parks. Here comes Parks. He was able to draw the foul on Sarmiento.
You know, that deceleration step has been slowly, you know, gaining ground do sa galawan ng mga bata ngayon. Because if you're a shot blocker, nakaka-off time siya ng talon.
Bibitin.
Oo, medyo bibitin. Importante rin as a shot blocker, whether it's a guard or a big man, nababasa mo rin yung sitwasyon. Sometimes, even at full speed coming at you, minsan yung mga biglang babagal. Diyan magaling si Luka eh.
Oo.
Doon lang ah.
Ako just mabagal overall.
Yes, I agree. Hindi na ako tututol doon.
Wait till you see my pickleball videos. You'd be surprised. Timaho on the switch. Timaho fires. Third straight miss para kay Mr. Suave. Deo Timaho Parks. Steps back to the three-point line and he hits the three.
Buti na lang pumasok yun. Kasi napailing si Christian Pajarito. Just made a basket. He felt he had good possession on the post. Nung pumasok, inapiran niya na lang si Parks.
Escoto. That's a foul on Nash.
I don't know if we will get to see it on the replay, no? Especially the reaction, the expression. Ito. Here's the forward pass by Nash. Pajarito is asking for the ball. Do we see him with this angle? Not much. But we see the backspin and yung pagpasok ng bola sa net. Nice three nonetheless.
Well, Parks used that space na kinuha ni
Pajarito
yung attention ni Timaho.
Correct. Wala pagkakaiba kasi yun sa mga, lalo na sa reaction ni Coach Ari, as I remember as Hesalem, gusto niyang bawiin. Yung pag nakuha ni Alwin Espiritu yung offensive rebound, kick out kay Commissioner Emerson Oreta, sumisigaw si Coach Ari, set. Pero ang rinig ni Commissioner Emer, set shot, ititira niya. Coach Arik, we miss you. Yeah. So, absuelto si Commissioner Emer noong time na yun. Kasi, ano sabi niya, Coach, kala ko, set shot ang ibig niyo sabihin.
Yagi naman siyang absuelto nun eh. Ilang attempts per game kaya siya nun?
May karapatan naman. Yan ang masasabi ko.
15 to 20 mga ganun.
Well, hindi naman. Sa tingin ko, mga 10 mahigit.
10 may
Madami na yun, ha? Sa old school basketball, madami na yun.
Naubusan na shot clock.
Hindi pa run-in ka ng mga laro na.
51-45. The Voyagers have a 6-point lead here in the third. Minute and 34 left to play. Back here in Caloocan for this matchup between Pasay and Marikina. This is the 2026 MPBL Preseason Invitational. Nasa huling linggo na tayo ng group phase natin. Wow. 1 month flew by quickly.
Totoo yan.
Feb 7. Ngayon, March 9.
Yeah, and we do it, 5 times a week? Well, except for Friday, right?
Yeah.
5 times a week. 18 teams, 3 games per day. Ayun, ang katubas, 1 buwan lang.
Extreme ang subok at kompleto appliances brand ng Pilipinas. But we do have our playoffs next week.
Right?
17, 19, and 21. Yan po ang ating, nice steal. Nearly completed. Sarmiento able to bring the ball down for Marikina. Silas. It's into Sarmiento, top of the key. Bigay kay Escoto on the handoff. Sarmiento with the pick. It's still with Escoto. There's a switch. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Inside. Sarmiento, medyo nahilo ang Pasay sa dami ng galaw ng Marikina.
Just a miscue defensively by Pasay, no? Kinyal and Cyril Gonzalez were scramming after the switch, the top ball screen switch. Mas malaki kasi si Cyril kasi si Kinyal nasa ilalim. Pero hindi na nagkaroon ng connection si Gonzalez at si Kinyal doon.
Parito. There's a foul on Hesalem.
That's worth another look. So ito yun, no? Big to small right there. At yun, libreng-libre kagad si Sarmiento sa ilalim.
Yeah, nice dive there from Sarmiento. Then look at the assist story. Marikina with 11, Pasay with 9, and
mas kita yung court. Yung court kasi masyadong nakatutok sa tao.
47 to 53.
Ma-appreciate yung play.
45 seconds remaining. Parito goes 2 for 2. Napito na yung lamang ng Pasay. Monmon de la Cruz goes back to the bench. Jacob Galicia balik sa laro. Should be interesting if Pasay does retain this roster for the regular season, Christian. I think they have depth for the regular season.
They do, but I still think just like San Juan, you know, I still think they're one big man away. They're becoming like maybe a top 14. I think San Juan, even without, if they don't get a big man, I think they're still going to be a top 14. But I'm not sure if it's moving the needle against Abra, especially sa mga additions ni Abra.
I have not heard from Abra in a while.
Yeah, me too. I have yet to cover them actually, live.
So, it is yung radio silence, mas nakakatakot.
Oh, malamang wala pa silang talo. Parehas ng San Juan.
San Juan takes on Quezon later. And Quezon was one of those teams that handed San Juan a defeat in the regular season. Nabitawan ni Pajarito ang bola. 10 seconds remaining. Kinyal inside. Sends it to Pajarito. Nandun si De La Cruz. Balik kay Galicia. Jacob is fouled. He'll get 2 free throws. Okay yung pasensya ng Pasay dun, ha?
Maganda nga, no?
Kahit 10 seconds. Kinyal at had a three there.
I thought he had an open pass to the left side corner, which I believe was Sparks, who hit a three just a couple plays earlier. Medyo alanganin pa yung pasa niya kay Fajarito. Buti na lang nakontrolado ni Fajarito, nahanap si Galicia.
Jacob misses the free throw.
An interesting role, no, for Jacob Galicia, because he's used to being the second best player on a team, and last year he was with Pasay. I thought he was the second best player behind Marlo Batak. Kung saan hindi ko pa alam kung nasan ngayon Marlo Batak. Saan team ka ba maglalaro?
Paramdam ka.
No?
But 55 to 50. After 3 quarters here, the Pasay Voyagers, Christian Fajarito making his return after an illness. And we're seeing more of the same from Christian. This time, taking it inside. You know, yung kanya, lately he's been taking a lot of threes lately, but now I see a lot of post moves in this ball game, and he has 11 as Pasay will go into the 4th with a 5-point lead against Marikina. Only 5 points separating Pasay and Marikina, as we always mentioned here in our coverage. Marikina always a fighting team, but Christian Fajarito has
On cue.
been heating up here, lalo na nung 3rd quarter natin, has gotten his rhythm.
Narinig ka eh.
14 points now.
Oh, pinakitaan ka. Sabi mo, hindi tumitira sa labas. Poste-poste lang ito. Unang tira sa 4th quarter, pasok ka agad. Top of the key.
But I like the way Christian Fajarito has been playing, you know, the past few months. Ang laking bagay nung paglipat ng team na Christian. He was with Binyan in the first half of the 7th
Before
season.
that, it was Jensen.
Yeah, and he was playing. I think he was playing meaningful minutes in Binyan, but you know that trade with Warren Bonifacio, middle of the season, as Cyril Gonzalez comes up with a steal here. The foul, it will be called on Vince Sarmiento.
Ano ba sa tingin ko, nagkakaroon ng mga ano dito, yung mga konting, hindi lang halata, no, mga trash talking. Dahil ang dami na natin challenges, nagkaroon ng thrown out kanina, somebody got thrown out. Kanina kay
Lian Martel.
Cyril bihira mag-react ng ganyan yan eh.
Yeah, ManiPay is the digital wallet built for the community.
Gonzalez now with 10 points.
To 50, they get it back. Gonzalez can't finish. Cannon. Umatras. Sarmiento underneath. There's a whistle against Pasay.
That's on Cyril defending the bigger Sarmiento on the post.
Timajo steps to the side and knocks down the 3.
That's a late pre-switch, no, between Quiñal and Cyril Gonzalez. Nice shot fake by Timajo. And usually pag late ka sa switch, uncontrolled closeout, Timajo knocks it down after the shot fake.
Back the other way, there's Jethro Escoto. Sarmiento back to Escoto. The extra pass. Timajo from the corner can't get it to fall, but Sarmiento is there to stick it back in.
Ganda ng pasensya, no, ng Marikina. You could just see that this is just a different team this season. Will they win more games? I don't know, but I think they're going to be more competitive to what their standings last year suggest.
I think the arrival of Medina and Sarmiento gave them a lot of toughness. And I think scoring-wise, Medina, laking tulong yan para kay Deo Timaho. Hilario, he banks it in for 2. But always, Marikina has always been known as a team that individually may tatlong players na
Correct.
na-discover.
Yeah. Carl Tolentino.
Eric Pili, for example.
Eric Pili.
Yan.
Even Enzo Hoson.
Yeah.
Although we've known Enzo since the UAAP, but really made his mark, showing his a better package, so to speak, no, especially scoring-wise, with Marikina here in the MPBL.
Absolutely. Parks. This is the 3. Marikina chance to draw closer here. Escoto lost the handles. There's a foul.
That's a good foul. It stops the fast break. That was going to be a 3-on-2, almost a 2-on-1.
Escoto goes back to the bench. Felix Villarente and Jonathan Medina come in. Si Sarmiento pinahinga din. Yeah, 5-point lead para dito sa Pasay. Kinyal. Parks now with Hilario. Parks. Oh, ball knocked away by Medina. Medina. And sportsman-like foul ang nakita ng ating officials. It will count for Jonathan Medina.
Well, they're going to review this, but I think the call's going to stand on sportsman-like foul. But I'm not sure about the continuation. Let's look at it right here. There's the foul. There's no attempt right there after the foul. I don't think there should be continuation. Yan yung hila. Definitely, attempt on the basketball. Pero hindi dapat 3-point play yun para sa akin.
So no count.
Para sa akin,
The
yes.
last attempt will not count. Unsportsmanlike foul, number 23, Brian Hilario.
You're right.
Did I mention to you my second name is Cyrus? My middle name is Tabi.
The righteous. Yeah. The righteous, but he's a lefty.
Yung mga anak ko naman kaliwete rin. So, I guess that counts.
Medina at the line. 2 free throws with ball possession for Marikina. This has been the story of the preseason for Marikina. Always a tight game going into the final few minutes.
I thought you were going to say like with the games with the most challenges
No.
and unsportsmanlike fouls.
No,
because
no.
it sure feels that way. I think this is my second time to cover them. Yung first was, I believe, was in Coneta last month. One of the first 2 weeks. Hindi ko naramdam. Parang hindi ko naalalang ganito yun eh.
Timaho. Gonzalez has it. 3 players ganging up on Cyril Gonzalez. Nash Enriquez.
3-on-2.
That's Jello Santiago who makes the 3. That's a big shot off a possible 1-point game. Now it's up to 6. Medina to Timaho. Another 3. It's good this time.
Ganda ng execution ng Marikina no? Because nakasunod itong Pasay. Baka na-scout nila yung play na yun, but nabasa ni Timaho yung screen na yun and little flare and catch and shoot situation.
17 points now para kay Deo Timaho. Gonzalez They go back down low to Fajarito against Ubaldo. Fajarito jump hook.
That has to count. Parang hinila yung net na.
10 seconds in the shot clock. Cyril, crossover, pull up. Yes. Cyril Gonzalez, 12 points, just a relentless scorer. Cannon.
There's just something about this game, especially after the incident with Martel and, what was that, Medina?
Yeah.
I mean, after that, it's sort of like ignited, especially for Pasay, because I feel like every move, every shot that they're making, it's like they're quietly taunting them with their expression, with the expression on their faces.
Cyril Gonzalez.
Yan yung mga ganyan, no? Pangiti-ngiti. Yung mga ganyan. Yung mga, minsan yung mga ganyan, may laman yung ganyan. Eh.
Talaga? Ako pag umiti ako sa'yo, wala. Parang ano lang.
Hindi, kasi mintis naman lagi tira mo. Yeah.
Hindi naman dun sa basketball eh. Yung pag nagkasalubong lang tayo.
Sorry, kala ko.
Wala naman eh. It's
basketball kasi pinag-uusapan natin. Diba?
Eto, may konting usapan na naman dito. Yeah, you're right though.
There's something here. I mean, kaya there's a reason why even the coaches, it feels like parang it's like a mental telepathy happening across, what's that, 60, 70 feet from each other.
What's the call here?
I don't know. Offensive foul? I didn't see anything dirty there.
Yeah.
Maybe an offensive foul. Now, Christian Fajarito giving instructions kay De La Cruz.
Oh, so there is a foul, indeed.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if Fajarito would find maybe a De La Cruz underneath no, pag pumoste ulit siya. Minsan mga ganitong pag-uusap is an anticipation towards the next play.
At the line for two, Dale Timajo.
So it is not an offensive foul, but it was a foul against Pasay. Kaya nasa free throws ngayon ng Marikina. Dahil, so was that an act of shooting ba yun? Kasi tinitignan ko, hindi naman penalty eh.
Referee substitution, Referee Ramirez for Referee Manlangit.
So what was the call? Now this is weird because from what I remember, and I'm only in my early 40s, and I thought the ball was on the baseline, out of bounds, right? Ayun, ganun na lang itsura namin yan. And there was a foul even before the pass. So, it's automatic free throws, tama?
Yeah.
Because wala pang pasa sa inbound.
Yeah.
That's the ruling, right?
Yeah. That I think so.
Di ba? I think
Yeah.
that explains the free throws.
We gotta look closer in this ball game. We can't afford to lose focus here. Mr. Luanzon. Cyril lost it. Villarente ahead to Ubaldo. Fajarito is giving chase. Ball knocked away. Medina slows down Villarente. The extra pass, but Monmon de la Cruz with a denial.
Mabigat doon, napalpal na.
Sa kanya pa tumama.
Oo, tumama pa kay Lander Cannon or a white shirt, no?
I thought Medina had a pass to Leo Timajo. Oh,
Ayun,
yun.
natapig nga ni Cannon.
4.5 minutes remaining in this ball game. Fajarito. It's the ball on the deck. Lumapit Christian Fajarito. And Ubaldo is whistled for the foul. Sumabit si Jacob. I'd like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL.
Happy birthday po.
Mr. Ryan Cruz. Alas 6 daw yun eh. Sabi ko, pwede ako. Mga alas 10.
No, isa lang masasabi ko sa'yo. Sabi nga ni... what's his surname? Liam Neeson? Liam Neeson ba?
Oo, may tito na naman.
Oo nga.
And it's a foul on Jello Santiago.
Alas 6 ka mo? Ay, matatapos tayo dito. Anong oras, di ba?
Oo.
Good luck. You remember that movie?
Yes. Taken?
Of course.
4-point game. Very intense and physical ball game.
Quite dragging.
So Pasay is now over the limit. Sinasabi mo nga, there's a bit of an edge to this game because I think it's more of yung mga edad ng mga players natin para magkakaidaran sila lahat eh.
Pasiklaban, kumbaga.
Pasiklaban eh. May konting ganun eh. May, regardless of what jersey I wear, there is some sort of individual pride as well on the players on the floor.
Game within the game, ika nga, no? And yung ang kagandahan dito so far wala pang napipikon after nung Martel incident early in the first half.
Nash against Medina. Nash keeps his footing. Naagaw ni Cannon.
Pinilit niya masyado yun. No, wala nang spasyo dun si Steve Nash.
Villarente goes around Timajo. Well defended by Jello Santiago. Ooh. Jello.
Yeah, Pasay is complaining that who's that on the floor?
Timajo.
Timajo stepped out of bounds because they have a good angle even though nasa opposite side sila. Yeah, before this little drag dribble to the left.
Yeah, Deo Timajo knew it. It's the mark of a good scorer. Alam niyang sasabit si Jello Santiago. Just held on to that ball a little more before releasing the shot.
Only the third miss for Marikina in this game. 9 out of 12. Make it 10 out of 13. Sa kabilang panig naman, Pasay, you could say that dapat double digit na yung lamang nila at this point because they are 12 out of 22.
2 for 3 para kay Deo Timajo on that trip to the line. The Voyagers up by 1 here. 3:48 remaining. Yeah, Deo Timajo, 21 points on 6 of 12 shooting. He's been outstanding ever since hitting 9 points in that first period, really setting the tone for Marikina. They are only down by 1 against this Pasay team here in the fourth.
Ganda ng porsyento niya, no? Lalo na sa 3-point land. 71% for Mr. Suave. Poste ulit. Itong si Christian Fajarito, pero sa right block naman.
A whistle against Ubaldo.
I think that's it. Ubaldo.
Yeah.
Oo, kaya si Deo Timajo nakita ko, no, after the whistle, inaako niya yung foul eh. Ako yung rep, ako yung rep. It's a good try. But our officials were on top of it.
3:31 remaining, baseline inbound. Gortiza, jumper, got it.
Off the screen from the other side of that inbounds under. Gortiza with 7 points.
Medina. Shakes off Gonzalez. Wild shot. Iba ni Fajarito. Enriquez. Here's Gortiza. 8 seconds. Gortiza probing. Gortiza gets into his spot. No. Tapit napunta kay Sarmiento. Medina. Down low they go to Timajo.
That's
Deo.
a nice shot. Yeah, malakas lamang.
Sarmiento trying to rush the pass to Lander Cannon. It's a turnover.
It was a good line from our angle.
Fajarito. Ortiza, labas kay Gonzalez. No. Fajarito spins. Bottled up. Nabitawan ng bola. It ends up with Medina. 3-point game. Sarmiento Villarrente will score off the glass.
Nice decision by Sarmiento right there to process that play, rim running on the catch with momentum, and then controlling your momentum with the basketball and make a nice feed from your big man to the guard. That was impressive. Another turnover by Pasay. Marikina could take the lead. Medina will finish.
He can't believe it. 69-68. Madam Eileen Tolentino cheering on Marikina, yung wife ni Coach Elvis.
Yes, yeah. I was in Marikina last Wednesday.
Nagano ba? Hinos ka ba ng mga...
Yes.
Siyempre.
Gonzalez for 3 na ibawi niya yung kanyang mintis sa last play.
Medina to Sarmiento. Only a 2-point lead here for Pasay, but a steal by Nash Enriquez. And he will finish. So both teams trading turnovers here down the stretch, and it's Pasay getting the upper hand here after the 3 from Gonzalez. Enriquez picks the pocket of Sarmiento and lays it in for 2. 73-69. Marikina calls timeout, 58 seconds remaining. Cyril Gonzalez, 6 of 9 from the field, 2 steals, and 15 points, including that triple for the go-ahead basket for Pasay. Nice to have this fireball off the bench, Christian, para if you're the Pasay Voyagers.
It reminds me a lot of Aljun Melesio, who I followed his young career since high school. And yan yung laro nila eh. Aljun, a much skilled player and
But works sa perimeter nga.
has better range.
Yeah.
Pero Pareha sila no, in terms of being a spitfire, whether starting or coming off the bench. Just can give you instant offense. Ito si Cyril Gonzalez.
Cannon gets away, no good on the layup. Agawan sa rebound. Monmon comes away with a loose ball against 3 white shirts.
They have an advantage if they want it. Naglalakad na pababa itong Marikina. Pero syempre, oras nasa kanila, up by 4. Good decision.
Nash against Medina. Both teams in penalty. 7 seconds remaining in the shot clock. Pajarito can't close the game out. Marikina with a chance here. Villarente to Medina. Timajo has space, fires, no. Nash with a rebound and is fouled by Deo Timajo. That's it.
How about the plays by Steve Nash? The steal to increase the lead to 4, and then the timeout, and then a big rebound, defensive rebound to seal this win.
Nash at the line. That's the first one to drop.
Nash Enriquez, 6 points across his name, also 5 rebounds, 3 assists.
And Marikina sues for time, down by 6 with 11 seconds remaining. We will be right back. .11 seconds remaining. Marikina down by 6 here.
This is a zone of the inbounds.
Salem for 3. That
look.
won't work.
Yeah.
Pajarito with a rebound, and that should do it. And Marikina and Pasay coming out of top. 75-69. Intense battle between 2 young and dynamic teams here in the preseason of the MPBL. And we have our best player of the game returning from illness, Christian Pajarito, with a double-double, 15 points, 11 rebounds, 5 of 11 shooting as well from Christian. And he was outstanding, taking it strong to the cup, whether it was outside or inside the paint. Christian Pajarito getting the job done para dito sa Voyagers.
Always a good sign, coming from an illness and then being able to play first and foremost, and then playing well for your team. Ang ganda nun eh, double-double siya. I don't think he even showed na parang nanghina siya or whatever. So it seems like yung recovery niya nandun na.
Absolutely, and Deo Timajo actually had a good game, pero pinapos itong Marikina. Pasay winning over Marikina. We will be right back for the matchup between the MPBL D-League All-Stars and the Caloocan Batang Kangkalu.